Aquarius, listen closely because what I'm about to say will send a shock through your entire spirit. Something rare is happening for you on November 25th and 26th. And if you have been feeling restless, unsettled, or strangely emotional, it's because your energy is preparing for a shift that only a few people on this planet will ever experience. Over the next 2 days, 5 powerful blessings are aligning for your sign. Not predictions, not guesses. These are energetic events that are already unfolding around you, whether you see them yet or not. And each blessing has the power to push you into a completely new timeline, one where clarity replaces confusion, breakthroughs replace blockages, and destiny finally moves in your favor. If you've been waiting for a sign that something big is coming, here it is. These next 2 days will reveal the truth, the opportunity, the blessing, and the miracle twist that changes everything for you. Not next month, not next year, now. So stay with me until the end of this message, because the moment you understand the blessing that is meant for you, your energy shifts, your direction strengthens, and your manifestation power activates. And before we go any further, tell me in the comments, are you ready to receive what the universe has been saving for you? Aquarius, the first blessing that arrives for you on November 25th is not gentle, predictable, or gradual. It comes in the form of a sharp, undeniable shift, like the sky cracking open for a moment and revealing what has been hidden from you all along. For months, and for some of you even years, you felt a strange resistance surrounding your life. Not a complete blockage, but a slow heaviness that clings to every step you take. You've been moving forward, yes, but it has felt like wading through water, like having ideas but not the momentum, dreams but not the clarity, strength but not the opportunity, progress without direction. And even though you've pushed through the weight, some part of you has known something wasn't aligned. But November 25th is different. On this day, something finally snaps open. It may come as a moment you didn't expect, tiny yet powerful. It could be a sudden realization that rearranges your entire understanding of a situation. It could be a shift in perspective that arrives in a flash, almost like a download from the universe. It could be a message that lands in your life at the perfect moment. Or it may be a truth that finally reveals itself, releasing you from something that has quietly held you back. What makes this breakthrough so powerful is the way it begins. It does not arrive wrapped in calm or peace. It begins with shock. Not the negative kind, but the kind that wakes you up from the inside. The kind that forces you to stop, pay attention, and finally see what you were never able to see before. The kind of shock that makes your heart beat faster, not out of fear, but out of recognition. Because deep down, your soul always knew this moment was coming. This breakthrough is the event you look back on months from now and say, that was it. That was the day everything started shifting for me. It marks the moment where confusion turns into clarity, stagnation turns into movement, delay turns into acceleration. Your mind becomes sharper, your path becomes clearer, your intuition becomes louder than it has been in a very long time. And this part is important. This blessing pushes you forward whether you feel ready or not. It doesn't wait for perfect timing. It doesn't wait for your confidence to catch up. The universe has reached the point where it is no longer asking you to step into your destiny. It is pushing you into it. This is the universe saying, loudly and unmistakably, enough waiting, enough hesitation, your destiny begins now. You will feel this shift in your body before you see it reflected in your circumstances. It will start in your chest, a sudden inhale you didn't realize you were holding, a feeling of expansion, a quiet but powerful sense that something has just changed, even if you can't explain why. You may wake up with clarity you didn't have the night before. You may feel a sudden urge to take action where before you felt stuck, You may feel an inner certainty that your life is about to move in a new direction, even if nothing external has changed yet. This is what a destiny breakthrough feels like. It doesn't ask for permission. It arrives when it is meant to arrive. And Aquarius, this opening is yours. You deserve this breakthrough. You earned it through every moment you kept going when things were unclear, heavy, or confusing. You earned it through your resilience, your insight, your patience, and your spiritual strength. This shift begins the moment you acknowledge it, claim it, and step into it. Your destiny starts now. The second blessing does not arrive with thunder or shock. It arrives quietly, softly, almost secretly. After the intensity of your breakthrough on November 25th, something gentler enters your energy field, something that has been waiting for the right moment, the right emotional opening, the right shift inside your heart. Between November 25th and 26th, you will feel a release unlike anything you've experienced in months. This is not the dramatic type of release that comes through crying or emotional breakdowns, although for some Aquarians, that may happen. This release is deeper, more subtle, more spiritual. It is the moment when your soul decides to stop carrying weight that was never meant to stay with you. You may feel a sudden sense of distance from pain you've carried for so long that it became familiar. You may feel a quiet sense of closure about something that never gave you real closure. You may notice the softening of emotional tension you didn't even realize was living inside you. This is the universe whispering, let it go now. You are safe. Aquarius, you are known for your strength, your intelligence, your ability to see the bigger picture. People admire your resilience. They admire your independence. They admire your ability to rise above things that would break others. But what most people don't see is everything you hold inside, everything you process alone, everything you replay in your mind, everything you feel deeply but rarely show. You carry emotional burdens quietly, but you carry them heavily. This blessing arrives to lighten that burden. During these 2 days, you may experience unexpected clarity about situations that once confused you. You may understand why someone acted the way they did, not because it excuses them, but because it frees you. You may feel forgiveness toward yourself for choices you made when you didn't know any better. You may suddenly stop blaming yourself for things that were never your fault. You may feel emotional distance from a relationship, memory, or attachment that once held power over you. This is not weakness. This is healing. This is the universe opening the emotional door that has been shut inside you for too long. And with that opening comes a quiet but powerful freedom. This blessing does not demand anything from you. It simply invites you to breathe again, invites you to release again, invites you to trust again. It invites you to reclaim parts of yourself you gave away, parts of yourself you silenced, parts of yourself you abandoned because life demanded too much from you at once. This emotional release isn't just about letting go. It's about making space, because the blessings that follow, alignment, opportunity, abundance, cannot enter a heart that is still carrying the weight of old wounds. The universe is not asking you to forget the past. It is helping you loosen your grip on it. You may notice a conversation no longer triggers you. A memory that once hurt now feels neutral. A person you once longed for no longer feels connected to your future. A situation that once consumed your thoughts now feels distant and irrelevant. These are all signs of emotional release. Signs that healing is happening on a level you can feel but cannot fully explain. Signs that your spirit is preparing for what comes next. This blessing prepares you for connection, for clarity, for alignment, for the love you deserve, for the opportunities waiting to enter your life, and most importantly, It prepares you to receive blessings without fear, doubt, or emotional resistance. The universe is clearing space inside you because something bigger, something meant for you, is on its way, and when it arrives, you will be ready. Aquarius. This blessing is rare. It is not something that happens to everyone, and it is certainly not something that happens often. But when it happens to you, it shifts the direction of your life in a way you cannot mistake. Between the night of November 25th and the morning of November 26th, you step into a powerful state known as energetic alignment. This is when your internal frequency finally synchronizes with your destiny path. It is when your energy stops fighting, stops resisting, stops overthinking, and instead begins flowing with a speed and clarity you haven't felt in a very long time. This alignment feels almost supernatural, yet completely natural. It feels like every piece of your life, every moment, every setback, every pause suddenly begins to make sense. You feel as though invisible hands are moving things into place for you. You feel like you are being guided instead of having to force your way forward. During this window, you'll notice something strange but comforting. Your life begins to click. You may feel like you are suddenly in the right place without knowing why. You may notice that conversations happen at the perfect moment. People you needed to hear from reach out to you out of nowhere. Opportunities appear without struggle. Ideas land in your mind with a clarity that feels almost downloaded from above. There is an eerie familiarity to this feeling, as if you have been here before in another lifetime, another version of yourself, another timeline. But this time, you are aware of it. You can feel it shifting beneath your feet. You can feel the universe rearranging your steps and aligning you with something bigger than you expected. This alignment does not arrive subtly. It arrives with unmistakable signs. Repeated numbers appearing everywhere, names showing up multiple times in one day, dreams that feel too vivid to dismiss, people thinking of you at the exact moment you think of them, perfect timing that feels too precise to be accidental. These are not coincidences. These are signals. These are confirmations that you have stepped onto the timeline meant for you. The timeline that has been waiting for you to be emotionally free, mentally open, and spiritually receptive. For the first time in a long time, the path ahead begins to feel like it belongs to you again. Not forced, not chaotic, not confusing, aligned, clear, guided. This is the blessing that changes your sense of direction. And when direction becomes clear, confidence naturally follows. When confidence follows, momentum builds. And with momentum, manifestation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. The energy you enter between November 25th and 26th makes your desires magnetic. Your thoughts become signals. Your intentions become anchors. Your actions become amplified. This alignment is the universe handing you a roadmap. Not a hint, not a vague feeling, but a clear path. Every sign you receive during this time is meant to be followed. Every nudge you feel is intentional. Every idea that sparks in your mind is tied to something larger, something purposeful, something that was always meant to unfold in your favor. Aquarius, this is the moment when your life begins to feel orchestrated, when you realize you are not moving alone, when you understand that you are being guided, supported, and positioned with precision. Trust the pull, follow the signs, move with the energy. This blessing is alignment, and alignment is destiny revealing itself to you. Now breathe, because this next blessing has the power to send chills through your entire being. Between November 25th and 26th, a financial shift enters your life. It will not announce itself loudly. It will not arrive with dramatic flair. Instead, it will appear quietly, almost unnoticeable at first. But beneath that small beginning is a powerful ripple that will create long-term change. This shift may start as something easy to overlook, a simple message, a new idea, a call, a lead, an approval, a conversation, or an unexpected connection. It may even come through another person, someone offering guidance, a suggestion, or an opportunity you didn't expect. What makes this blessing so extraordinary is not how it begins, but what it leads to. This is not a temporary blessing. This is a trajectory-shifting blessing, the kind that alters your financial direction for months, possibly years to come. Something that has been blocked for too long begins to loosen. Something that was delayed suddenly moves. Something you quietly feared was lost returns in a new and better form. Something you once gave up on becomes possible again. This shift carries the unmistakable feeling of relief, not fleeting relief, real relief, the kind that softens the tension in your body, the kind that lifts a weight off your spirit, the kind that makes you breathe deeper without even realizing it. You may feel clarity you haven't felt in months, a sense of hope that feels grounded instead of fragile, a renewed confidence that your life is headed somewhere meaningful and stable. This blessing does not simply give you money, opportunity, or progress. It gives you direction. Financial clarity is emotional clarity. Emotional clarity is spiritual clarity. When money begins flowing, when opportunities open, when the blockage lifts, your entire life begins to reorganize itself. For the first time in a long time, you will see a path where before you saw only uncertainty. You will feel forward motion where before you felt stuck. You will notice doors opening that you never imagined would open for you. And as this shift unfolds, the universe whispers, "This is just the beginning. Act on it." This part matters. Your actions during these 2 days determine your momentum for the next 6 months. The opportunity may be small, but the impact is large. The sign may be subtle, but the meaning is enormous. This is your moment to say yes, to move, to respond, to trust the nudge that says, "Take this step," to trust the idea that pops into your mind, to trust the conversation that seems perfectly timed, to trust the opportunity that shows up without warning. This blessing is not random. It arrives because your energy has shifted. You are aligned. You are receptive. You are ready. Money begins flowing toward people who are ready to carry it with purpose and clarity. And you, Aquarius, have reached that place. This financial shift may start small, but it will not stay small. It is the spark that ignites the next chapter of your material stability, your career movement, your long-term goals, and your financial independence. Stay open, stay aware, stay willing to act when the signs appear. Because the universe is not only sending you a blessing, it is placing you at the beginning of a new financial timeline. Money is shifting, stability is shifting, opportunity is shifting, and for the first time in a long time, all of it is shifting in your favor. This is the blessing the universe always saves for last, the rare one, the mysterious one, the one that arrives without warning, without logic, without any sign that it was on the way. And yet, when it appears, it shifts everything instantly. Aquarius, between November 25th and 26th, you step into the energy of the miracle twist. This is not a normal blessing. This is not simply good news, good timing, or a lucky coincidence. This is divine intervention, something the universe has been preparing quietly behind the scenes, waiting for the precise moment your path, heart, and energy would be ready to receive it. This miracle may show up in many forms. A person you never expected to hear from may reappear at the exact moment you need clarity or closure. A situation that seemed permanently stuck may suddenly move in your favor. An opportunity you assumed was gone may return in a way that feels almost surreal. Your dream state may deliver a message so clear and so direct that it feels like it was sent from another realm. You may receive a sign so loud, so impossible to ignore that your breath catches for a second. Or you may feel a sudden inner knowing, truth arriving in a way you cannot explain but instantly understand. Whatever form it takes, the miracle twist is unmistakable. It is the moment when everything inside you says, "This was meant for me." Your spirit will recognize it immediately, even if your mind needs a moment to catch up. What makes this blessing extraordinary is the purpose behind it. This miracle does not happen to you. It happens for you. It does not arrive to entertain your life, but to redirect it. It does not appear to surprise you, but to protect and elevate you. The miracle twist is part of a larger, unseen orchestration. It is the universe stepping in and shifting your timeline with precision. It closes a chapter that needed closure and opens a chapter that needed to begin. It realigns you with the destiny that has been calling your name for years, long before you were conscious of it. And this twist is never accidental. Every detail is intentional. Every moment is aligned. Every piece fits perfectly into place, as if your life is being moved by an invisible hand that knows exactly what you need, when you need it, and why you need it now. This twist accelerates your destiny, not slowly, not gradually, but instantly. It pushes you forward in a way you may not have expected, but will absolutely understand. It removes something that was blocking you, or brings something that elevates you. It positions you for a future that is bigger than anything you were preparing for. This is the moment when your intuition becomes razor sharp. You may find yourself saying, "I knew this was coming," even if you had no logical reason to believe so. You may feel a deep sense of recognition, as if this moment was written into your soul long before it reached your reality. This blessing is the grand finale. It completes the cycle you have been moving through for months. It seals the lessons, the growth, the healing, the shifts, the breakthroughs. It marks the ending of your old chapter with absolute finality, and it begins your new chapter with unmistakable purpose. Aquarius, this is the moment everything begins. The miracle twist is your initiation into a timeline that supports your highest path, your deepest truth, and your greatest potential. When it arrives, trust it. When it appears, embrace it. Because this is not coincidence. This is destiny revealing itself right in front of you. Aquarius, as we close this message, I want you to take one final breath and feel everything that has been awakening inside you. Because what is coming between November 25th and 26th is not an ordinary shift. It is not a simple good day, a lucky moment, or a passing wave of positive energy. What you are stepping into is a complete recalibration of your path, a divinely timed alignment that pulls you toward the version of yourself you were always meant to become. These 5 blessings were not revealed to you by accident. You were guided here. Something inside you already knows that life has been preparing you for a turning point, something deeper, something sacred, something your spirit has been waiting for longer than you can admit. And now, those blessings are rising to the surface. The alignment, the clarity, the financial movement, the emotional shift, and the miracle twist. They are all part of the same cosmic plan designed to lead you into the next chapter of your destiny. Over the next 2 days, pay attention to everything. The conversations you have, the opportunities that show up, the thoughts that suddenly feel important, the nudges you can't explain, the moments of peace that appear out of nowhere. None of these are random. They are messages. They are confirmations. They are signals from the universe trying to move you into position. Aquarius, this is the moment to trust yourself more than you trust your fear. This is the moment to walk forward even if you don't see the full picture. This is the moment to listen to your intuition because it is louder, clearer, and more accurate than ever before. You are being pushed, not to overwhelm you, but to elevate you. And when the miracle twist arrives, and it will, you will feel something click inside you, a sense of knowing, a sense of recognition, a sense that everything you have lived through, every struggle, every delay, every heartbreak, every disappointment was leading you here, to this turning point, to this doorway, to this divine moment. So as this video ends, your transformation begins, your energy shifts, your path realigns, your future strengthens, and everything you thought was impossible becomes reachable, touchable, real. Aquarius, your story is not slowing down, it is accelerating. You are stepping into the days that will shape the next 6 months of your life. Trust the alignment, honor the signs, and step boldly into the blessings that are already on their way to you. The universe has spoken. Now it is your turn to rise.